G'day, today we're going to have a look at the weekly challenge in Mini Motorways. This one is set in New York City. It is the 21st of April. Happy birthday to my brother. Diagonal roads require double the amount of road tiles. Bridges require double the amount of road tiles. Some colors are always circles. I love an always circles challenge because just means we score points a lot faster, and you get houses a lot faster too, because you're just straight away into those destinations, meeting a lot of people. Let's run that along the bottom. Oh, it's our circular destination we're after. In fact, these two guys could cut under, be a lot shorter. Well, let's go this way, because it makes that guy closer. About. It's a handy policeman. I'm really surprised that that station wasn't purple. Surprising to have a third color already in action. Come on, give us some more circular destinations. Is that music that is actually the train? Is that what I'm listening to? That the train makes like a little, like, plodding away sound? Have I just never noticed this before? Okay, so... we got some stuff to work out here. Okay, so this guy now needs to do that. This guy can cut in there, and so can he. I'm gonna need a roundabout somewhere in here. Need these guys to just cut across. You hear it? It's like a... it stops. The sound, I don't know if my background music isn't loud enough, but you can hear the train go beep, 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 and then it slows down when it comes in here, and the sound goes away when it leaves screen. I don't feel like I've ever noticed that before. Bad setup for where these greenhouses are. I can't hear anything but the train. Man, no one wants to build themselves in a place that's convenient purple. All about just being in the way. That's such a nice placement for this guy. In fact, because these two are so close to that guy, I think that he should get the preference. Sometimes I think that you're better off giving a if you've got two guys, one's got a really far distance, and then you've got one that's got like a shorter distance. I feel like if you can make someone shorter, you always opt for that one, because say this top yellow will probably need more houses from the distance, which also isn't that far. Maybe they're even exactly the same. He's 3 squares that way, he's 3 squares that way. No, I always think that I would preference making one just shorter, as short as possible, over trying to make them more even. Because the shorter one will need less houses, and then the other one can just as many as they need. You can see that pink is another immediate circle destination, but we're also gaining destinations so slowly. It feels like anyone that comes in that isn't circular will be circular by the time we get another destination anyway. This section, I was gonna say, this setup down the bottom, I'm not crazy about. Those two guys to go straight across there. That guy's just blocked out. I'm really just trying to feel every little gap here. Sure. I'm just going to do that with them. Just feel like it looks a little bit cleaner. Well, what we can do is we can get rid of that. This. Gives one more house down to purple in the southeast and gives 2 houses that weren't being used. Purple in the top right. We're all circular destinations except for that one new purple. It really doesn't feel like we're still gaining anything at a particular rate. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to cut these guys under. These 2 guys to that way. Then get rid of that. It's an ugly little setup there. That is probably by far the best choice that we had for location for that guy. This does make me though want to make purple swing to the top. That. And certainly can make that cleaner. Let's just get rid of that for a second. Cut that shorter. I mean, I've got enough bridges that I could, like, really cope with losing 2 for this. I mean, I've only got 2 left, so I'd to go through them all. You could say I could have to burn my bridges to get that sorted. But I could have this guy cut straight like that, and then allow this guy to go straight as well. And as soon as I do it, guess what I need? That's right. A motorway. Because I'm not rumbling. Hang on. So I think that's way too far. Let's try and give those guys 2 bridges anyway. Yeah, I could concede and know when I'm beat. It's one thing that this level seems to be really enjoying. It's just putting houses in spots where they're a little extra hidden. Let's get that guy that way, and then we'll get these 3 guys to go that way. It's a bit more of a 3 and 3 setup. What's your thinking here, Orange? The killer thing is that Orange does not have any, what do you not have? Oh my goodness, everybody. That's our play. Alright, let's get rid of that. Let's get these 2 guys looking this way. That's going to cost me more bridges than I now have. Thought that would have ever come back to bite us. Get this guy to bounce that way. Let's drop that way. And then I'm just going to put a tiny little motorway there as a placeholder until we can get them a bridge. Thank you. Really annoying when you've got like these 2 guys here are by far the closest houses for this purple. What's your plan? Alright, so let's do that. Let's take this guy, run him in there. It would be really nice to give these guys a roundabout. We have not seen a roundabout since week 1. Get rid of that bridge. Let's run these guys this way. That then does give us access to these 2 houses, and so we'll send them that way. Get that guy to connect in there too, so we've got more houses for this purple, and so he's covered now. Sorry, we've got these 2 guys. We will go there. So purple's definitely now got itself covered down the bottom. We just want to give them a roundabout to clean that up a bit. And we can just hope that this ends up being a orange station. Rest of some of these circular destinations, like that yellow in the center, is still only running off 2 houses. But that 3rd house right below him, I could give him. But then I would only have 1 house available for the train station. Great, so let's go those 3 guys across the map. 2 guys can go down there. Just having some good luck getting motorways. Crazy no luck getting roundabouts though. Well, hopefully we're going to see some more yellow houses, because I already felt like we were understaffed in yellow. And they're all stacking real fast. It's one spot. Did yellow not know there was any space available in downtown? What is happening up here? So this yellow just here, if we connect him, we can then move that guy. That gives us a second yellow to look after this guy. This is insane, the amount of yellow houses that spawned in that quick succession up here. If I had a real excess of motorways, I think I would give that southern purple a motorway. So that I could disconnect him from the yellow and green train line. I do really feel under motorway though. Not motorway, roundabout. Again, this would be another great guy to gain a motorway roundabout. But I mean, I can't really complain because instead what's happening is I'm just getting handed motorway after motorway. What we can do, we've got one bridge. We can take... I do want to get these extra guys on here. I was just hoping, again, for a roundabout that I could put here. Get all these guys to connect onto. What we can do is we can take these 5 guys and run them down here and connect in there so that if there's more need for people, they can get there. It doesn't look like there is. So we can always claim back that bridge if we need a bridge. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to do a quick little swap. So we're going to move this to there. We're going to drop that there. We're going to move him there, and I'm going to put that there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to drop him that way. And we're going to turn him up that way and that guy up that way. So then what we're going to have is 4 yellow houses attached to this motorway to help these 2 guys out. We just need them to figure this out real quick. Great. 1. And again, we have a lack of... well, I don't think any of these guys are being used, so let's get them all on board with this. So we'll turn them up. Run them across to there. Give them a motorway to go help that guy out. Oh, we might immediately have a fix for that. We can get this guy 2 more friends. 1 more friends. There's another yellow down here too. It's really good for this guy. Okay, we need more yellow. We're going to turn these two guys around and have them run down the back. That's... Where is this coming from? That's all of those guys. So let's just do that for this moment. I can't get over how few roundabouts I've been offered. That addition of the third guy there, I think he's good. Got a lot of yellow houses down here that aren't being used. We've got these three there and then these three here. And unfortunately we can't really get them to talk together. We can get these two guys to pop down like that. Then we can put a motorway here and send them to that guy. I don't want to get rid of the motorway, I just want to get rid of the connection between them. No roundabout. Basically this purple and green setup down here that I'm expecting to have a problem. I guess the fix is that I can get rid of that, because they now don't need one now that we've removed now that we've removed what's-he from the mix. Alright, so we're going to get rid of this. We're going to turn these guys down that way. We're then going to put a motorway here. Bounce him over that way. It's not really a big friendly house city on this right side. Crazy that we've got like 3 yellows so close to each other and all 3 of them need their own network. That like even here if we put like a roundabout and then had fanning out to all 3 with either 2 or 3 of these motorways in place. I don't know if that'd be a good setup or if we put too many cars on the road. 3 of them. At least in this way we've got specific houses for specific roles. And the thing is we're already at 2,500 and it doesn't... We haven't hit any sort of like struggles yet, but I think that that's just because we've got so many circular destinations that we're not seeing it because we're actually way earlier in the game than it feels like. Just want to sneak that guy through the bottom. Again, I'm just wasting a bridge. There we go. Now I think all the different connections that I had that I was wanting that for are all gone now. Unless I want to put one right there. Like that. And then have either all 3 of these other networks connected in. That is probably the best placement we've seen today. Are these guys connected to anything? Yeah, they're all being used for that. These 3 are being used for that. You guys here that can join on that. And then we can turn these two guys that way. And we can take these four guys. And this is that sort of thing I was like talking about really early in this. Of who should these guys benefit? I think that these three guys go down there. We'll give a motorway to those four guys. I don't want that to be a motorway. I'd actually rather them do that. Get around. Oh, we've got a bridge. Where did that bridge come from? Now I've got so many green that have connected into the other ends of this purple network anyway that those guys are covered. Feels like this guy here is going to need some support at some point. Like his three houses aren't going to cut it, so let's take that roundabout and we're going to put it here. There's nowhere there that it can actually fit for him. Be there. Because then it gives us the option to have someone connect in there. It's really interesting that these guys here do have to wait for the train or they move along, even though they don't really cross under the network. Real good luck for motorways on this. We've already got 6 on the board. We've got 3, so we've almost got all 10 that we're going to get given. So we can see that we're starting to have a bit of a traffic jam here. So we need to look at this. Okay, so what I want to do, I'm going to turn these 3 guys around, and I'm going to turn these guys around and run bridge. I'm going to sacrifice that bridge. I'm going to run these guys up this way to there. And then I'm going to cut that there. So we're going to reduce the amount of houses that have direct access through the roundabout. And instead, the greens that are going to want to support have to go up and around the top. Around this way. I mean, alternatively, what we could do too is turn those guys into the roundabout. Try and clean that up a bit too. Another roundabout for us. It's a really nice placement with pink house there. You can cut that a little bit shorter. And I reckon that could probably get rid of that roundabout for us. It's that orange. I'm surprised that's not just shifting. That motorway, because if I've got enough available motorways that I would have thought that surely it should just incorporate itself in. Okay, so we've got a full-blown search from Pink at the moment. We have motorways, so we won't just sort of wait to see if it calms down. We'll actively try and help the worst of them. See that yellow at the top's also in struggle. We have any yellow. We got these two guys aren't being used. Interestingly, there's so many guys back there. If only we had some sort of setup that was going to be like a roundabout. That could like allow some of these guys that are just extras to chip in. Just curious to see if, well, we need someone to get to that as fast as we can. Let's get these three guys connected. Cool. Although by connecting them, we've actually removed those two guys from this network where they could go and help out as well. So the addition of people is here, but they're not neat. Oh, they are going. So we've just got yellow swarming from everywhere to try and help out and just tick us along a little bit. We are winning that battle, but we're losing this battle down the bottom here. Similar thing. Have I gone too late here, or are we just going to sneak in and recover on that one? Just. Oh, and then we've got this purple at the top, who has gone so long. Just his two houses, the guy that I expressed concern with years ago. Let's give him a few extra houses. Disconnect that. This purple down here is also struggling, so purple's just having its little moment. I'd say I can get rid of that motorway. And let's bounce these guys up to over there now. Because you can see so much of this yellow is now passing through here to try and help out. Purple excess. Do we have purple excess anywhere? Really, let's motorway there so they can help out. The danger in what I've done here is if any of these purple guys decide they need to go help out the station, which is not what we want. And this is looking woeful. And the station does need help. What is this guy? These guys haven't even moved yet. They're still waiting. There we go. But suddenly they can go on their surge. This guy, these two are both calming down now. Are we winning this battle? We are. Good. So we can say goodbye to that. This guy's gone. I don't think we've got enough extra support coming his way. We've just got everyone sneaking in now. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Alright, let's have a look at how that puts us. I was thinking 5-4 was going to be a good score for that, so 5-7, decently happy with. I am the 1%. Number 9. Oh, first time I've ever scrolled off that. Number 9. 3 people off number 8. We need a couple more. 7. Wow, I'm not actually that far off number 1. Oh, sorry, number 4 there too. So that must suggest that it does really escalate. Was probably the last reasonable one. Really escalate at that point. There we go. Any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. And until next time, catch you later. See ya.